Okay, now that we've got our moss just placed around the wreath, I'm going to start tying it down. So here's my twine. I'm just going to start wrapping this around tight. Okay, tight. And I'm doing this dry. I collect the moss dry. I tie it on dry. And I mention that because when I've watched some professional florists on YouTube, they soak their moss and they apply their moss wet. Now, I'm not doing that because I'm not ready yet to put my greens on. I want to store these. So I actually wait until I get some nice dry sunny days before I go and collect the moss so that I can just put it in, keep it in a cardboard box. I want it to not, I want it to breathe a little bit, but I just store it until I'm ready. And now I can store these. I don't have any pressure to put the greens on. The other benefit of doing this dry is that when I soak this, it's going to swell a little, and that will keep the wreath nice and tight. Now, I don't use any floral wire. I'm just using twine. So the twine is not something that you can really tighten the way you might be able to tighten the wire, the floral wire. You see I'm going back a little because that's kind of a thick area. But I'm just going to go. Now, I was talking about where I collected this out on the closed roads. Now, I've learned when I go out to the forest, even if I think I'm just going for a walk or a hike, I try to remember to bring some of these. I bring my clippers, I bring some scissors, I might bring a basket and a few bags because you have to be opportunistic. You don't know. Maybe it's a mushroom day. Maybe it's a moss day. Maybe it's a pennyroyal day. You got to be ready. Maybe it's a pine cone day. I mean, whatever, what you see out there is what you want to collect. Now, I think this is very interesting, this moss, because it's very sculptural and interesting. I mean, I think that's pretty, just like that. You could put some decorations on here. And I think every step of this project is pretty and interesting. All right, so I'm back around to where I started, and I'm just going to tie this off. I'm just going to do, what I do is just like a little double half hitch. So I'm going to pull it through once, I'm going to pull it through twice, and I'm going to pull it. Now I'm going to leave this tail. I'm going to leave this tail on here because I'm also going to be using the same twine to tie in the greens. So I can just, when I'm ready to go, I'll just be putting those greens right on there. So that's how I tie on the moss.